Welcome, Mina. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Great. And so you've been in Dubai now for about 5 years. So, what do you find are the benefits and challenges of living there?
Yeah, it's almost 5 years now. So, of course, I'm from Finland. So, there, the winter is so cold and dark. So, the first thing is weather. Like, it's always sunny here, and that's the best thing, I would say. But otherwise, I think it's the lifestyle and energy, and it's so mixed of cultures. So I love that as well. Like it doesn't matter how you look, what you wear, like there's so many different people everywhere. So that's one thing I love. And of course, challenge is that we don't have family here. Like I have my kids and like that, but not like parents or sisters. So that's one challenging thing. And yeah, that's the first things. First things.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I mean, Dubai is a rapidly growing place. I was there in January. I think I was there for about 10 days. And I enjoyed it. And some of the things that I noticed too is just like how clean and safe it is.
Yeah, that's true. And I truly love it. Like even Europe, it's quite safe, but here it's like next level. You can leave your iPhone, you can leave your laptop in coffee shop and go to the toilet and come back and no one will ever take it. You can leave your cash. So yeah, it's really safe. And as a woman, I really love it because I just feel safe every day. It doesn't matter where I am, I always feel safe. And it is really clean. Yeah, everywhere.
It's funny that you say that about leaving laptops. I was there visiting a friend and
Yeah,
we were working in a co-working space, and another friend of
yeah,
hers came out and said, "Oh, why don't you come out on the terrace and we'll have a glass of wine?" And she said, "Okay." And so I start packing up all my stuff, and my
yeah,
friend's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, we're gonna go outside." She's like, "You can leave it here." I said, "I can't leave my purse and my laptop." And she said, "You can just leave it here. It'll be fine." And I said, "Okay, I'll leave my laptop, but I'm not leaving my purse." So I still had this, unfortunately in Barcelona, where I'd been living, you can't do that. And so,
yeah,
we went out and we were probably gone outside on the terrace for a couple of hours. I think we were probably 2 hours, or close to it, because we did have two glasses of wine. And yeah, we went back in and our stuff was still just exactly as we left it. And I don't know of many places that laptops and things would still be sitting there after that amount of time.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it is definitely one of the things that I think that people pay for. So the cost of living in Dubai, it's known to be very expensive and very extravagant, and it can be, but I've also found that it's not, if you're not a millionaire, advertising makes it seem like you have to be a multi-millionaire billionaire to live in Dubai. But when I was there, I didn't find that you had to be worth that much money. Obviously, the more options you have, the more money you have. But it's not necessarily true as the way it's perceived around, and through other countries anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And of course, we have a lot of millionaires and billionaires here, and
Hmm.
you can spend as money as you like for cars and apartments, everything. But I'm working as a hairstylist and I'm not a millionaire and I'm just like a normal person and I'm doing quite well. Like there's
Mm.
options for everything. Like, yeah, yeah, of course, like it depends what you're doing. I'm doing my own groceries, cooking everything. I'm not eating fancy dinners all the time. So it depends what you want to do.
Right. Yeah, it all comes down
Yeah.
to the lifestyle that you want.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. And so what is the healthcare like in Dubai?
So everyone needs to have insurance because we don't have like free healthcare. Of course, I believe that local people do. They have like free healthcare, but it's not for expats. So we need to have insurance, which covers all the doctor's appointments, ambulance, everything, emergencies. So we have amazing healthcare here, but insurance is what you need to have here.
And for your family, how much does insurance cost?
Hmm, good question. Uh, I would say it will cost something around $2,000 per year, but it can
Okay.
be anything from, I would say, $1,000 to $10,000 per year.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a number of factors that come into that. I mean, that's for you and your family. It's different for single people, if they're older, if they have health issues
Yes.
and things
Yes.
like that. So, um, everything it's tough because everything always depends, right? Like even
Yes,
cost of
that's
living.
true.
And the next thing is what about real estate? Because lots we see online, again, the millionaires, the billionaires, and these massive places. But there's also a lot of condos and apartment buildings being built everywhere that people can buy for, I don't know, I've seen prices anywhere from $150,000 up to, of course, then into the millions.
Yeah, that's true. We have everything here. And a lot of workers, they're like sharing apartments as
Hmm.
well. So it can be like one bedroom apartment and there's four people living or something like that. So it depends. But yeah, there's like a crazy palaces and everything. You can have anything here. But we are renting apartments. So our rent it's similar than in Helsinki, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. So
It depends about the
definitely.
area as well.
Right, right, and that is like every country and every city in the world,
Yes.
depending upon the area, and if you wanna be on the Palm, you're gonna be spending a lot more money than if you're outside of downtown.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Excellent. And you do have a dog. Did you bring your dog with you from Helsinki, or did you, get him when you after you arrived?
So actually, he's not my dog. I'm just dog sitting him.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's here with me now. But you can bring a dog here outside of
Okay.
Dubai, but it is expensive and you need to prepare yourself that if you're traveling, you can put the dog sorry, in like a hotel or somewhere.
Mhm.
Uh, and also now it's summertime, it's really hot outside, so I cannot go out during the daytime at all with him because it's burning hot. And the summer
Right.
lasts, I would say, 3 to 4 months. So it's quite long here. Now it's like 40 degrees. So that's one thing you need to think about before you bring your pets here. But it is doable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of more be up and ready to walk them later in the evening, early in the morning because,
Yes.
well, and for one, we don't wanna be outside when it's 40 degrees, like, that's hot, and for
Yeah.
them, we don't want them burning their paws if they're
Yes.
going for walks, so it can be done, but it's something that people really should take into consideration, the climate and the heat there.
Yeah. And it depends about the dog as well. I think,
Mhm.
like, my opinion, it's not good to bring huskies here or dogs who has like flat noses because maybe they have some breathing issues.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are some good points for sure. So some
Mm,
things to definitely consider. And so
yeah.
you've been there now for 5 years, and we hear a lot in the news about the whole residency visa things have been changing a lot in the last few years, um, with moving to Dubai. So in a way, it sounds like they're almost making it easier than maybe from 5 years ago when you arrived. So what are that you're aware of some of the process of moving to Dubai and getting residency?
So I think there's like a few options. Usually, you first get a job offer and they are paying your visa. But if you have a lot of money, you can pay your visa by yourself or start a company. That's one option as well. But it is quite pricey. So if you don't have a job, which is paying your visa, you need to pay it yourself. And one option is to buy apartment, but it needs to be I don't know about the high how expensive it needs to be, but there is some limits.
Mm,
Or if you are really good with, I don't know, there's a few options for visa,
mm.
but usually it's you need to get a job first and they are paying your visa, and usually insurance as well, and school fees, maybe apartment, everything. So if you are good with your job, it might be easiest way to come here.
Right. For people that are self-employed, they would have to look at the level of income that they're making and then either purchase or rent, pay for the insurance, and obviously to hire a lawyer to help them get everything
Yeah,
done in the right paperwork.
yeah, that's true.
And what was it like for you um, to like for day-to-day things? Like how hard was it for you to rent an apartment or open up a bank account?
Um, so of course, at the beginning, you need to do a lot of things. First, visas, Emirates IDs, bank account. What is this like? Phone, SIM cards, everything like
Mhm.
this. And you need Emirates ID. Before that, you cannot even rent apartment. So there is a few things at the beginning, but when it's done. But you need someone to help you, and
Mm.
it will take, I would say, few months to manage everything. Yeah.
Okay. So people just have to have patience, definitely get some
Yes.
help through the process, and
Yes.
know that kind of like all places, step by step, one thing at a time, and it'll kind of work things out and fall into place. But that first the visa to then get your Emirates ID, and then that makes
Mm,
things easy to do everything else.
yes, that's true. So usually you need to have something like hotel apartment or something during the visa process because you cannot rent apartment before that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And so
But it
that's so that
helps.
mhm.
Sorry, it helps if you have like good company behind you. They will help with the process so you don't have to handle everything by yourself.
Right, right. And so if people are a little bit on the fence about Dubai and potentially relocating, what would be one or two pieces of advice that you would give them?
Like what do you mean? Like they are thinking about, can you tell
Yeah, if
me
they're
a little
thinking
bit
about
more?
going to Dubai or potentially moving, but they're just a little bit unsure.
So it's not for everyone. So you just need to try. This is the first place I'm living outside of Finland, and we were thinking about that for 2 years. And of course, still we weren't sure like how it will work. And then we just decided, let's try. We can always move back. And we had some people here who they didn't enjoy Dubai as much, so they moved back. Like you just need to try. Like no one can promise that to you that oh it will go well. We don't know. And we moved just before COVID came. So for us it wasn't really easy. So but we did it and we really enjoy Dubai now. But at the beginning it was hard. For me, I would say it took 2.5 years to feel home. So the process is long.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. Not every place is ideal for everyone. People
Yeah.
want different things, different lifestyles. Maybe it just gets too hot for some people, or they decide they don't want to be that far away from their family, or just the energy of the city isn't what they want. And you're right to go and try. And I believe most people can go and get a 30-day kind of on arrival visa for Dubai and go for a month. Go spend
Yeah.
it there and see kind of past the vacation holiday type thing that most people see and
Mm,
try it and see what it's like and think, is this a place where you could live full time?
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that depends as well because us, we are from Finland, we can stay here 90 days actually. So that's quite
Okay.
long period. Yeah, so it depends where you're from.
That's
Where's your
true. So,
passport?
and yeah, and that's great if people can stay even longer. I'm from
Yeah,
Canada, so I'm sure I think it's only 30 days with
okay.
Canadian passport. So people could look into that, but whatever amount of time and to go and check it out and have a look. As I said, I was only there for 10 days, but I really enjoyed Dubai and I liked it a lot.
Yeah. That happened to us actually. We came here, I think it was 2017 for vacation, and then we just decided let's move here. That was crazy, but we just felt that this is the easiest place to settle in because everyone moved from somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah, so that feels like good here. That you are not the
Yeah.
only one who is weird. Like we are all moved from somewhere else. So
Yeah, and I've heard it's something like 85-ish percent of people who live in Dubai are expats from around the world. So from Europe, from North America, from India, from Pakistan, from like everywhere. So it truly is one of those melting pot cities of global diversification.
yes, definitely, that's the thing.
That's great. Well, Mina, I just want to say thank you so much for your time and your input about your life in Dubai and how much you enjoy it there. And I'm sure some of the people watching and listening are starting to think, maybe Dubai might be a place to at least go check out and see. It's a potential option.
Yeah,
There will be people who love it, and there are people who will say, no, it's not for me, and that's okay.
yeah. And I think the first thing I did was talk to people who live here, who already lived here. So because they know the best, like what's going on. So that's my like tip to people if they're thinking. And you can always ask me if I can help with something. So yeah. But thank you. This was really nice. I hope I helped some people with some questions.
Excellent. Thank you very much.